Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here to set up my February book Bujo or reading journal. This is in my Artist Loft dot grid that I got at Michael's, and I am very excited to get set up. Before we start on the February stuff, I'm just gonna flip you through how January is going thus far. So here's my cover pages, not a lot going on here, but I am trying to remember to fill in the months on my content page. Here's my tracker right now. I am filming this on the 27th, so a little bit going on there. Kind of started to fill in what my themes will be. We'll see how that goes. Keeping up with my annual goals so far. We'll see if that lasts, but I am in the middle of a book that comes from my own TBR, so hopefully I can get that done by the end of the month. On some of these curriculum components, I am making pretty good progress on my required reading over here. I have gotten 3 of the core classes done, plus 2 from Romantic Arts, which is the contemporary romance for Romanceopoly. And then over here, I have also made progress on 3 of my 5 required electives. And then I've done some setup since then on the other pages. So I decided to make one spread that has all 4 of the seasonal challenges. I'm going to try to at least casually do each of these seasonal challenges. I filled 3 of the 4 prompts for the first quarter already. So I think that I can probably find a fantasy romance with a winter setting or ice magic. I think that's probably doable by the end of March. So just trying to kind of casually keep up with these. And I am prioritizing these over some of these other prompts right now, just because they're a little more specific, particularly time-bound kind of things. And then the other page I added, I have the study sessions. I think my plan is to just fill in the books for each month and just check if they're read or not. There is an alternative prompt if you can't get the book or don't want to read the book. February's, I don't think I have access to, but I haven't decided if I'm going to try to add the prompt or if I'm just going to ignore it because I don't get to it kind of situation. We'll see how that goes. And then I also put in the 4 clubs as well. I haven't made any progress on any of those clubs, but these are also ones that I'm planning to kind of casually participate in. I don't think I'm planning to do anything super serious with any of these, but if I catch at least some of these, that's kind of the goal. So we'll see how that goes in the coming months as well. Moving on to my map of stories, I did finish the 3 romance prompts. My goal is to match the genre for all of them. So we'll see how that goes. Excuse me. But we'll see what happens there. On the second half, I have fulfilled 2 of the fantasy prompts. I fulfilled 2 of the mystery prompts, and I fulfilled 2 of the nonfiction prompts. So making progress there as well. We'll see how that goes for the rest. I think these are all, thus far, genres that I spend quite a bit of time in. So I'm not anticipating them being particularly difficult to fulfill. I think it's going to start to get harder as we get to the genres I read a lot less. Things like horror, literary fiction, contemporary. I might end up fulfilling with contemporary romance. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to fill with some more general fiction, but we'll see what happens there. I think those are probably the ones that are the hardest for me to fulfill. Maybe sci-fi as well. We'll see how it goes though. We're going to get that through as much as possible. Moving on to the January spreads, I have managed to read most of these priority reads thus far. I started Crystal's Curiosity Cabinet this morning, so hopefully I'm going to get through everything that's on this list, and then we'll kind of see how it goes. But I did add a couple things during the month. I do have a bit of space left down here. I'm probably just going to leave it blank and just accept that some white space is fine. On the TBR-a-thon, the TBR Explorer version, I started out really strong with 3 books, fulfilling a whole bunch of prompts. I did fulfill more than 12 prompts. If you look over here with all my check marks, but then I just kind of lost steam. But you know, it's fine. We got as much as we got. And then here is what I've been reading. I can fit a lot on just a couple of pages here because of the structure where it goes all the way down to the bottom. I can't fit another book here, I don't think. but it's been kind of insane how much I can fit. So that part's great. My plan though is to leave these 2 pages for additional reads during the month. I'm not going to fulfill this many additional reads, but you know, it's nice to have plenty of space for whatever I read. I know I need at least part of this page, so therefore I need a full spread. And then I need to leave 2 pages for my book stats for January. My plan is to set up a very similar stat structure to what I used in 2025, which is 1 page of a few of my stats on this side, and then a page with some like favorites and recommendations on this side. We're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what we've got over here. So that leaves this page as the start of February. For this month, I did pull out the Wonton in a Million by CraftSmith washi that I've had in my stash for a long time, and I used for my Aura Estelle setup. So I think I'm going to use it for here as well. I also pulled out the Zebra Mild Liner in this bright pink color and this kind of burgundy I Buy 'em fine liner. Again, things I used in the previous setup. And then I had these 2 books of stickers that I've been using during this annual setup thus far. I did pull out 4 that I think go well with these washis. I don't know if I'm going to need all 4, but I just pulled all 4 so that I have them handy. But my plan for this setup is I plan to have my intro page here. I plan to have my priority reads here. And then I think I'm going to set up the start of Polarthon. I don't think I'm going to read very many books for that because it is only a week and I'm going to be super busy in the first week of February. But I am going to set up a spread in the hopes that I can get at least 2 books maybe read for that. We'll see how that goes. And then the other readathon I want to participate in is the Romance Land one that's from Steph Loves. I'll mark it below, but that's during the week that has Valentine's Day in it. So I'm not going to do that setup yet. So basically I'm just going to do these other quick things. Hopefully it's not going to take me very long to do this setup, and then I will be back so that we can do the interesting bits. Okay, here's where we are at so far. I decided to put the washi just along the top and bottom, which made the space that was remaining 30 tall by 29 wide, so almost a square. So I made an almost square in the center of each of these with the little square in a corner. This one I tried to make as large as possible with like the 2 and then February to accommodate the fact that there's like a bite out of this, but I wanted it to, you know, have some interest in most of the box. And then this side is going to hold my priority reads. Obviously this is going to reduce where the text can go, but I think it's going to turn out fine. I will fill in whatever my priority reads are once I actually get to the start of the month and I know what arcs I've already read. I know any book clubs or things like that that I'm participating in, all that good stuff. And then moving to the next page, I just started a Polarthon spread at the top. The roll that I got thus far was 4, which is for a blue cover. We'll see what other rolls I get, etc. when we get a little bit closer. But this is kind of where I'm at right now for the setup. So this is where I'm going to leave you. As always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know what you have planned for February down below, or any book suggestions that you have for me. I'd love to hear what you think I should read. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. You'll see in progress and finished spreads in my planners, as well as bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.